So 9:31 right now, a deadly weekend in Seattle as the city saw a string of shootings from the north end to downtown, including 2 shootings just this morning. 3 of the shootings happened in a span of just 3 hours Sunday morning, leaving 3 people dead. Then a 4th person was killed this morning in Lake City. And then we're tracking this breaking news that we've just told you about. Another shooting in downtown Seattle less than an hour or so ago.
So we want to bring in Brandi Kruse once again. We're expecting to hear from city leaders today at noon, and there's a lot to discuss here.
Yeah, the city just confirming. We've been anticipating and expecting that we were going to hear from them, just confirming that press conference will happen at noon. We will obviously be there. I should also note our John Hopperstead is en route to the shooting at Yesler in Seattle. So there's a lot going on. A lot that has been going on over the weekend, with city leaders basically being pretty silent about it. We did get just a short clip that interim police chief Adrian Diaz posted to Twitter over the weekend.
This is what we've been talking about, the uptick in gun violence from 2020 into 2021. We've got to figure out a way to get the guns off the streets.
Now, Mayor Durkan did not appear before cameras, but she did release a joint statement with the chief, saying in part, tackling gun violence has no easy solutions. This level of gun violence in Seattle and our country cannot become our new normal, which is why we are moving forward with a multi-pronged strategy in our region. And when you talk about that strategy, remember, these shootings are coming just a few days after Mayor Durkan outlined a plan to deal with the shootings that we've been seeing, investing $2 million in what she says would reduce gun violence, saying that includes trying to keep younger kids out of gangs and prosecuting strongly crimes that happen with guns. And that's something that the city has been criticized about, and the county has been criticized about not being tough enough on crime. And so you have to wonder how that factors into all of this, as well as the issue with police staffing. You know, it's hard to draw a straight line, I think, from the low police staffing, record low level, to the shootings happening, but certainly it has an impact in how police are able to respond. And then when you have a situation like this, which is called a priority 1 call, where it's like all hands on deck, it kind of can leave neighborhoods without coverage and people calling 911 with a very limited response time.
I mean, and the timing really couldn't be worse for the city of Seattle. I mean, we just talked to the Downtown Seattle Association right here on Friday, and we did ask the association, as they're trying to, have all these events, what about the reputation that Seattle's gaining from people outside the city that, it's unsafe to come here, and she, responded to that, but I mean, this can't be good for them right now.
Well, it's not, and it's a fair question, and it's important we talk about it. Look, I know that is tourism secondary to people losing their lives? Of course it is,
Sure.
But at the same time, I know a lot of you watching don't live in Seattle. We've talked about this. Seattle is the economic engine for the entire state. It has a tremendous impact on the state budget, and a lot of that money comes from tourism. And you think about all the negative headlines and everything that's been going on here for the past 18 months, and if you're a visitor who is thinking about somewhere to travel and you see all that, is Seattle going to be on your list? And so absolutely, we have to talk about the impact this has to tourism as the city is holding these events, saying, welcome back, come to Seattle, it's a vibrant city. Well, these shootings are happening in the core, in the heart of the city. Pioneer Square used to be a beautiful, lovely, unique place to visit, and it just is not anymore. And so city leaders need to address this, and then also, as the mayor talks about, and I'm sure today at noon she's going to reiterate the investments they just made in their sort of gun violence reduction strategy. But are those things going to have an immediate impact? Because we're right in the midst of record-setting violence.
What do you do right now?
What do you do right now?
Absolutely.
So there's a lot of questions we have for city officials. Again, they are going to address the public at noon. We will stream that live on our website and on our Q13 FOX Facebook page, so make sure to tune into that. And hopefully they have answers to the questions that we have from the weekend.
Absolutely, a lot of questions. All right, Brandi, thank you.